With y'all, man, welcome to my channel. This is A.P.E Fitness. Always pursue excellence. We're going to talk about self-doubt today. We have to quit doubting ourselves. Me growing up, always doubted myself. Played basketball from elementary school all the way up to freshman year. But I dealt with so much self-doubt in myself. I always doubted my abilities. I always didn't think that I could do it. I always let the crowd distract me from becoming my best on the court. And I'm just being vulnerable, and I'm telling you guys this because I want this to inspire somebody out there to destroy it. Because if you don't destroy it, it will destroy your life. When I was playing basketball, I remember it vividly in middle school. I remember that I used to always think, man, why will the coach not let me start in the game? Why is coach always having me come off the bench? And now that I look at it in hindsight, my sixth grade season, when I first came into middle school, I was so nervous. I was very nervous. Every time I would get the ball, I would panic. I would doubt my capabilities. I was the best. I was the man at basketball practice. I'll be scoring. I'll be doing my thing. I'll be doing amazing. I'll be running hard in the practice. But then as soon as the game come, I had that self-doubt. I doubted, oh man, what if the crowd, what if I do something wrong? What if coach gets mad at me and takes me out of the game? I wasn't playing my brand of basketball. And it cost me a lot. It cost me a lot. And then on top of that, when I was in middle school, I had people, violating, disrespecting me, always clowning me, making fun of me, making fun of my teeth, all this weird stuff, man. And that crushed my self-esteem. So then around 8th grade, I was a little bit less self-doubting. So towards the second half of that season, that's when I started to really ball. I was actually playing better. When I would come in the game, I would immediately start scoring because I realized, dude, F what everyone else is thinking. I need to get buckets. Now, obviously, I wasn't no James Harden, but I was good at basketball. I still am good at basketball. But it was that self-doubt that always anchored me and pulled me down. But in 8th grade, I started to get more buckets. I started to actually apply myself and apply what I know. Like, I know how to play basketball, but it was the fear in my mind and doubting myself that stopped me from being my best version on the basketball court. Because confidence is a big thing. When you airball or you miss a shot, if you don't have the right mentality, it screws up your ego. Like, especially if you got your family in the crowd, your girlfriend's watching you play, it can get in your head. Like, no, I can't make any mistakes. I gotta just pass it. But then once I started to come in the game and score and ball out, that's when I was actually like, wow, this has all been in my head. Like, it all starts in your mindset. And that leads me into what we're talking about, crushing the self-doubt. I wholeheartedly believe that this channel will blow up. I'm going to continue to post. I'm going to continue to add value to my content. And I believe in myself now. And the reason that I do believe in myself now is because I realize God created me with a purpose. I wouldn't be awake right now talking to y'all if God didn't have a reason for me to be here. If God just threw me on this earth and just said, figure it out, and didn't have any purpose for me, I wouldn't be here. I would have been done for. A lot of people end themselves because they don't know why they're here. They don't understand things, why God does things. And when it comes to that self-doubt, man, you have to realize that that's what the devil wants us to do. He wants us to doubt ourselves and our capabilities. He doesn't want us to shine in the light. He wants us to be in fear all day long, to be stressed out all day long. Self-doubt, it comes from not following your heart. When your heart is telling you, man, I have to do this, but you keep pushing it away. Many times you fear the rejection of other people because you have rejected yourself. It's easy to reject ourselves, like, oh, I'm not good enough. I'm not good enough to talk to that person. I'm not good enough for this job. I'm not good enough for that. But that's the wrong mindset. You have to realize, like I said before, God created us with a purpose, God cares for you, and God is most certainly real. Don't ever forget those three things, because when you forget who created you and the fact that you're here for a reason, that's easy to make you depressed. It's going to make you sad because you don't understand, why is death happening around me? Why am I always losing in life? Why do I always lose money? Why did my girl cheat on me? It's because you have that self-doubt. You doubt yourself. You start things, but you don't finish them. You start working on a project, but you're like, oh, I'm not good enough. I don't have the skill set for it. But you have to apply yourself. The only way you become the man you want to become is by honoring commitments. If I say I wake up at this time, I have to wake up at that time. If I say I'm doing push-ups today, I'm doing push-ups today. That's how I built better self-esteem. And you had to get past your insecurities. Like my teeth, I used to be super insecure about, because I have an extra tooth right here. And people used to always make fun of my teeth. Now, I do plan on getting my teeth fixed soon, but it doesn't really bother me as much as it used to. Like, it used to really bother me. Like, I would never smile because people would always make fun of my teeth. I would always feel sad about it. And the reason I didn't get them fixed back then was because I didn't want people to think, oh, look, we punked him out. We made him go fix his teeth up. We made him do this and that. And now I look at it, it's really my fault because I was hanging around the wrong people. I was hanging around people that would discourage me, that would always nitpick. Oh, yeah, you're not good at this. You're not good at that. Like, I would continue to hang around them. And that was my problem because I didn't have that self-respect. I had so much negative thinking patterns at that time because I was absorbing the thoughts of people who don't really F with me, who don't like me. But I was dumb enough to stay around these people and allow that to crush and cripple my self-esteem. You have to hang around environments that are going to make you better, people that are going to make you better, and treat yourself like who you really are, because you are a child of God and you deserve love just as much as any other person. You deserve to be cared for just as much as any other person, because God loved you so much that he brought you into this world. He didn't just have you placed here for no reason. You have a purpose, you have a meaning, and you have to see your capabilities, because God is going to reveal you. God shows us what we're good at. You have gifts, but your self-doubt is what prevents you from sharing those things. Your self-doubt is why you go to the drugs, is why you go to fake people. It's why you constantly are trying to find love, but you're not loving yourself. You're not fulfilled with yourself because you don't really understand yourself. You don't think about where you're trying to go. You don't think about where you've come from. We get so discouraged about, man, I don't have the amount of money I want, but you've come so far. You've literally came so far than how you used to be. And I tell myself this because I have come a long way. I used to be sad and depressed and anxious. I used to have nights where I didn't want to be here. I used to have like no self-control whatsoever. I used to have, problems connecting with other people. I used to have that more social anxiety because, once again, I didn't care about myself, had low self-esteem. And I'm here to tell you, man, you can be set free through having faith in God, through working on yourself, and through accepting your insecurities. That's my video.